What's going on there, YouTube? This is SEL0320 representing JVS. Tonight is the night. This is a DC night. So, of course, you got to have a DC show you got to review. So, this is the first review that I have for this week. It is Batman, Bad Blood. Releasing out already digitally for the general public. I think probably in the next 2 weeks it's going to be releasing out on Blu-ray and DVD. I will be buying it because I actually really enjoyed Batman, Bad Blood. I'll give you a brief synopsis of it real quick. So, Bruce Wayne is missing. Alfred covers for him while Nightwing and Robin patrol Gotham City in his steed. And a new player, Batwoman, investigates Batman's disappearance. I actually really like this one for a lot of different reasons because this actually is a continuation from Batman, the son of Batman, Batman versus Robin, and now the progression of Damian Wayne and Stuart Allen's portrayal of Damian is now defining. It's just as defining as you would hear Jason O'Mara's version of Batman, as well as you got Sean Muir is back for Nightwing. Ernie Hudson's here for Lucius Fox. I actually saw this guy live when I went to New York Comic Con. Gaius Charles, who was playing Batwing. His identity is actually really interesting. There's a lot of things that come into this that I did not expect. So I guess off the gate, as far as the animation is concerned, as far as the look and aesthetic of this, they do some really great things as far as the build-up and attention of the fight sequences. There are a lot of different things that happen between Batman, Nightwing, and the newcomer, Batwoman. I'm a huge fan of Batwoman. The character's name, I'm going to give it to you. Actually, not the character, but the actress's name that actually plays Batwoman. I don't know if I can actually pronounce her name. Hopefully I can. It's Yvonne, how do I pronounce her last name? Starevsky. She plays the role of Katie Kane. Her backstory is actually really well drawn out, but every single sequence when you actually see her fight style is very different. There are a lot of times I was thinking to myself, why do we need a Batgirl when we got Batwoman? Because she is way more badass. She's not afraid to shoot a gun. She's very agile. She's very, to herself. But then they deal with a lot of different issues. The social issues, whereas what is it that keeps Batwing or Dick Grayson moving on? Like, he is, the heir technically, even more so than Damian Wayne. Because he was the one that was the first of the creations after Batman. And because of Batman's disappearance, he's left in the stead of actually becoming Batman himself, and that might not be something he actually wants to do. But it's as far as the visuals are concerned, when they driving down the street with the Batcar with him and Damian, I have the comic book Batman and Robin when it first came out, around the 2000s. And I love the imagery because it was so on point for what I actually saw in the comics, as well as when they actually show Batwing. Batwing, the tech it reminds me of, which is going to be the future, Terry McGinnis' very own Batman Beyond. And the suit is so awesome that Lucius has developed, but more so than that, who's actually behind the suit? It's so interesting. I don't know if I should actually reveal it or should you just watch it yourself, but it's kind of obvious, to be quite honest with you, if you actually know who the character Batwing is. All I can say is it's not the Batwing that you know that was the first Batwing from the comics. This is actually the next version, and he plays a close tie with Lucius Fox, as well as the reason why this person actually goes into the Batwing suit because of something that happens to Lucius. But either way, there's a lot of things that happen. There's a lot of different villains, a lot of different characters I didn't expect. There's a character by the name of the Heretic that is heavily involved in this. And if you don't know who the Heretic is, don't look it up because you will be surprised when you actually see it within the movie. I highly recommend you just kind of keep that to the fold and wait until after you see it and then do your background check on who Heretic is, as well as his involvement with Talia al Ghul, because everything that's being pulled into play, you've got Jervis, the Mad Hatter is involved in it, as well as a lot of other interesting goons. But just in general, seeing the Bat family in one movie, I thought it was going to be really over the top and way too many things going on, but it was actually some really good dialogue because they fleshed out each character individually. They show, like, after what happened with Batman versus Robin, and Robin almost, you know, killing someone basically again, and what happened with Talon, how he went off to actually go and train on his own and kind of seek to himself and trying to become what his father is really emulating for him to be a character of justice, not, you know, vengeance in the light of his mother. But even what happens with Batman, like, the stuff that happens with him is so psychological and so dark that I was like, wow. Like, by the end of the movie, the fight sequences are so good because I did not expect them. And the build-up and the tension behind it, you think that everything's good at one point in the mid, and it's not. Like, it's a lot that's going to go down, and you will be surprised on every turn. Now, how was the voice acting this turn around? I think that it was good. It wasn't anything like super special. I think there was some interesting one-liners that, like, one point, Nightwing and Batwoman, they were fighting like these nuns that had guns, but yet they had like katanas, and like Nightwing was like, "So there's some nunjas." I was like, so corny. Even like when Batwing was kind of flying side by side with Nightwing and Damian, and like they were flying in what was called the Batwing, and Batwoman was like, "Yeah, Batwing, you want to fly in the Batwing?" I was like, so corny, so cheesy, but it added interesting humor and levity to it. But then there's a lot of deep-seated stuff that's actually happened from a subconscious level of this team. What are their real motivations? What brought them to the place that they are now? And a lot of backstory is actually shown, specifically with Kathy Kane, and I actually really liked her backstory. And another thing that I was surprised with me, I know who Kathy Kane's, like, her sexuality is concerned, and they actually kind of go there surprisingly. I was kind of thinking that they were going to kind of fold back and alter it, but they really don't. They give you who Batwoman really is, and hopefully they show more of her in the continuing saga of like maybe like Batman adventures that are coming up soon, as well as like Alfred. Y'all, Alfred gets his time to shine. Like, mark my words, you will know the moment when it happens, and it's so epic when it actually happens. All I can say is I actually really enjoyed Batman Bad Blood. It was action-packed. It was emotional. Was it the best? Like, I still say to this day, of course, that the Batman that we all know under the Red Hood is always going to be my favorite and the best, and probably Nasser Phantasm right after that. But this is a great new continuation. It was probably better than Batman, Son of Batman. I'm gauging between if this is better than Batman versus Robin. I think just from the epicness of how I ended off, it didn't come off really cliche. It actually kept you guessing. Specifically with the Heretic and Talia, I have to give this one actually a 9 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed it. I was going to give it like maybe 8.5, but I really enjoyed it from top to finish. I think that if it left off what I thought it was going to, then it wouldn't have like set the bar over to a 9 out of 10 as far as the animated feature is concerned. And hopefully y'all can go and check it out as soon as possible. If you'd like to go and check it out, you can go and get the HD version right now, but it should be coming out within the next 2 weeks on Blu-ray and DVD. Tonight is an awesome night. This is the dawn of the Justice League. Tune in tonight at what time? I guess Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock. It should be coming up, but the Flash is about to come on in less than 15 minutes, so I gotta get back to the Flash. I gotta go like a Flash, and Batman's freaking awesome, and Batman vs Superman is gonna be the crap. Well, not the crap, but it's gonna be awesome. You know I'm not gonna say the SH word. Later, y'all. Love you.